Virgin Atlantic was created 30 years ago by our founder, Richard Branson. And his mission at the time was to create an airline that solved challenges that customers or passengers were having and giving them a better experience. And that sort of innovation spirit has kept through to this day, where we're always looking at how do we innovate, how do we do things differently. And Wi-Fi is actually a really good example. We were the first European airline to be Wi-Fi enabled across our entire fleet. We were the first to have in-flight entertainment screens at all of the seats. We have a bar on board our aircraft. So innovation is very close to our heart.
How can you actually enhance the customer experience using some of these newer technologies?
And I think where we're certainly going is it's not so much about the virtual reality, it's that space that you're in almost becomes your reality. So we heard earlier about different customers and different segments. Even the same customer traveling at different times might be looking for something else. How do we use technology to change the comfort of the seat that I'm in, or to change the lighting that's around me, to change the environment that I'm in? If we have 300 people or customers on an aircraft, you all might be looking for a slightly different experience. And so the technology should really be there behind the scenes to allow each customer to create an experience that's uniquely their own.
How do you deal with that in particular, given that technology is changing and evolving fast, and we also see that customer needs are evolving fast?
We're not looking at what other airlines are doing. And I think even back to Richard Branson in the early days, it wasn't about how do we be another airline. It was how do we offer something different. And so one of the things that we've started are what we call innovation safaris. And we actually go to cities like New York or London, where we're based, and we'll go into Soho, we'll walk around the streets, and we'll see how have other people solved these problems who haven't had the same limitations that we have on board an aircraft. And I think historically we've been pretty reserved as an industry. I think if you don't look at other airlines, you'll find those trends. You'll find ways that people are using technology in different ways. The challenge is then, how do we bring that into the airline? And so one of the ways, for instance, that we do that is we take our clubhouses, our lounges, some of the best lounges in the world, but we'll use those spaces to pilot technology that eventually we want to put on board an aircraft. But if we saw something today, we can have it in our clubhouse next week. And then from there, we can find out what matters most to our customers. And then we build the business case to say, how do we put that on board an aircraft? And not looking to the traditional channels to do that.
Great example of a really customer-focused culture.
Being Virgin, I think we have a license to do those things. There's an expectation from our customers that we're going to be first, we're going to be innovative, but we always have to reinvent that, and we always have to be first in line.
All right, thank you. That was a great session. Thank you for
sharing.
sharing.
Thank you.